Hello and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing the second iteration of my mini-series Author Highlight, and for today's video, we're going to be talking about Sarah Adams. So let's get into it. Now, if you haven't seen the first iteration of this mini-series where I talked about Frida McFadden, I will leave that video linked in the description below, but for today's video, I'm going to be using the same ranking system, which is our top tier being lives rent-free in my head. Right under that will then be good but not God tier. After that will be not bad but not for me, and then our final tier will be probably should have DNF'd. Alrighty, so for our first book, we're going to be talking about The Cheat Sheet. In this one, we have best friends Bree and Nathan. Nathan is an NFL player, Bree is a ballerina, and has been secretly in love with Nathan for years. But he is way out of her league, and she would never risk ruining their friendship by admitting her feelings for him until one night she accidentally drunkenly talks to a reporter in a bar bathroom and gushes her feelings about him, and it goes viral. Bree is mortified, but Nathan's agent is eating it up and convinces them to fake date to continue getting press attention while Nathan's team is gearing up for the Super Bowl. This one was super good, but not quite God tier. It was the first book I ever read by her. Alrighty, so the next one we have is the Off Limits Rule. In this one we have Lucy. She's hit a rough spot, and because she's really tight on money, she ends up moving in with her brother, and then she catches a glimpse at his super hot best friend, who her brother says is strictly off limits. For this one, it's not bad, but not for me. I really dislike when it is a brother's best friend, or the other way around if it's like best friend's brother, and they're like, oh, how dare you go after my sibling. If you wouldn't be comfortable with your sibling and your best friend getting together, what does that say about the friends that you keep? This next one, The Match, is a prime example of why I love reading. It opens your eyes to different life experiences that you might never have known about otherwise. In this one, we have Evie, and she trains service dogs. Evie is epileptic and is really passionate about service dogs, and she gets an email for a consultation with a man who has a young daughter who's interested in a seizure alert dog. Except when she gets there, he's incredibly rude and has no idea who she is. This one lives rent-free in my head. This next one, When in Rome, is the first book in the When in Rome series, and we're following Amelia, who's a super successful pop star who goes by the name Ray Rose. But she's feeling really burnt out and overwhelmed, so she decides to do like her favorite movie, Roman Holiday, and go to Rome. But that's a little difficult to do on such short notice, so she goes to the much more attainable Rome, Kentucky, where she meets this local baker. I thought this one was really cute, but it's not my favorite one in the series. It's definitely kind of setting up the town a little bit, and I'm not the biggest fan of Noah. So it's good, but not quite God tier. Now, the second one, Practice Makes Perfect, this is the second book in the When in Rome series, and in this one, we're following Annie. She's the baby of the family, and she's determined to find her forever person. The only problem is she's terrible at dating. But who would be better to give her lessons than her soon-to-be sister-in-law's bodyguard, Will? This one also good, but not quite God tier. Now, this next one is one of my favorites. We have Nora, who is a sports agent, and she's gotten her first client. And in a male-dominated industry, this is a huge deal. She's under a lot of pressure to be successful with this first client. The only problem is no one knows that this client, NFL hotshot Derek, is actually her college ex-boyfriend, and they didn't part on good terms. This one lives rent-free in my head. Such a good book. This is technically the second book from The Cheat Sheet, but you could read this one and it would make complete sense if you hadn't read the first one. Alrighty, so next up we have The Temporary Roomie, and when I was writing the notes for this video, I realized I don't really remember anything about this book, which is funny because I read this in 2022, but I read other books longer ago than that I remember better, and I think that maybe just means that probably should have DNF'd this one. Even when I read the description for the book, it really was not ringing any bells. I remember like one scene in the book, and it wasn't necessarily my favorite, and I think that's probably why I remembered it, because I was just like, ooh. So in this one, we have Jessie, who's pregnant, and she's staying in Drew's spare bedroom because her apartment is being renovated. Only problem is they hate each other, and so Jessie is determined to get revenge. And I remember not enjoying Jessie's character. I felt like she was just really immature, and like with a baby on the way, I felt like she needed to be a bit more serious. So just wasn't my favorite. And finally, we have Beg, Borrow, or Steal. This is the third book in the When in Rome series, and we're following Emily. She's the oldest daughter in the Walker family, and this is a rivals to lovers romance between Emily and Jack, two of Rome's elementary school teachers and now neighbors. While I would hate the nosiness of living in a small town, I love reading small town romances. The banter in this one was so good. This one lives rent-free in my head. Such a good book. Alrighty, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these books, and let me know what your opinions on them are. So I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye.